Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, there is a light, and we are here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you. 888-565-1470, that's the number. That'll get you right here so that we can answer your calls and answer your questions. And my goodness, it's almost spring. We are counting down at 5:58 today. Spring Equinox will be here. And then we're going to have this full moon rising. And it's going to make a shift and change. We're going to talk about that a little bit later tonight because we want to make sure everyone's on board. Spring has sprung. So you're ready for your gardening. You're ready to do some planting. I went into Publix the other day and they had tomato plants right smack in the middle of the aisle. I was like, wow, we're going to plant tomatoes. And I thought about that and I said, this is such a great opportunity to create something new in your environment. This is a great time for us to plant seeds and take care of them and tend to them. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to simply be in the energy of creation. And what better time than the beautiful spring? Spring has sprung, yes indeed. And as it approaches, as it moves on and moves forward, we have an opportunity to create whatever we want. So we're welcoming your calls because tonight we are sowing those seeds of greatness. We're going to go down deep in the soul. We're going to open up possibilities and see what's going on in there and see how we can create the most perfect garden of life, fulfilled living. Is that what you'd like to have? All the aspects of love and career, the aspects of finances, the beautiful, magnificent experiences of connection with someone that is so near and dear to you and spending that quality time together. Is that what you'd like to have? Do you want that life partner? Do you want to plant that energy of that intention so that you can create that and have that experience with someone? Or is there someone you're with and we want to enhance the relationship and we want to make a difference in the relationship experience? Well, tonight's the night because we're going to tap in and take a good look at your soul and we're going to see what's inside of you and where the seeds of greatness can be tended to so that you can step into your destiny. And imagine, I know that sometimes we have seeds of greatness that we don't realize we have. Imagine this. I'm in a computer store minding my own business, helping them set up some per diem work to set up training for CompUSA. And in walks this man that no one, absolutely no one, could seem to manage to get his credit card and sign him up for a class. And I'm thinking to myself, what is so difficult about this? So eventually, when the fourth or third person came in, I don't even remember how many people were in and out of the office, I said, give me the paper. I'm from New York. I can get anybody's credit card. So I took the paper and I went out and I met this man. And that man ended up being my spiritual teacher, my spiritual mentor. But there was something that he saw in me that I didn't see in myself. I was in a corporate gig, minding my corporate business. I was the daughter of a restaurant owner. I was a professional singer, entertainer, comedian. Down in New York City, I traveled. I sung in Aruba. I've sung all around the country. Won titles and awards for singing. What would this man want with me? Why would he want to talk to me about spiritual things? I was baffled for quite a while. But you see, when someone on the outside looks into the eyes of your soul, they see beyond what you can see. That's why it's always good to have that good amen corner right beside you. Those people go, yeah, you can do it. We all need a couple of good cheerleaders. And I'm not going to say that my spiritual teacher was my cheerleader. Far from it. He was really tough. He would be sure to say, come on now, focus your attention. There was no pity parties around him. Because to him, that was draining your energy. That was draining his energy. You were taking yourself off of the intention. If the attention was focused on something that we wanted to create, then why would I want to put my attention on something that was, well, destroying what I was envisioning? And he had this laser-light vision of how things would be. And I'll tell you what, you want someone who knew exactly what was going to happen and was never wrong? I give kudos to that man. But what was interesting is that when I later asked him, a few years later, I was like, What happened? Why was it that everyone who came out couldn't sign you up? You seemed a little crazy to all of them and kind of normal to me, of course, until you started to tell me all this spiritual stuff about me. He knew my father had just passed. Strange man in a computer store. I was like, yes, everyone's right. He's strange. But when I asked him what happened, he said that everyone who came out to help him was not the person he was sent to see. It's that prompting from Spirit. He had this knowing that if he walked into that center, into that computer store, that he was going to find someone who was going to be connected to him in some fashion. And perhaps he knew the whole story. And he never really told the whole story. You see, this is how this thing free will works. So imagine, he said, why not you? Why wouldn't I pick you? You have a great heart. And with a great heart and the energy of love, you can do anything. So he said, everyone who came out was not who I was sent to see. But you know, in all the conversations we had, and I spent hours with this individual every week, he never once said, and you know, Sarah, one day you're going to own a center in West Palm Beach. He never once said, one day you're going to be on the radio. He never once said, one day people are going to come to you and you're going to answer questions and you're going to assist them and help them navigate life. He never said to me, one day, Sarah, you're going to work on healing with individuals and facilitate their physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. He never said, one day, Sarah, you're going to teach a class. He never said to me, one day, your songwriting that you do intermittently is going to turn into instant download channeled music. He never said that either. You see, he gave me all the pieces of the puzzle, all the aspects, all the tools, so that I could make my own choice when the time was right. And he would encourage me to follow what I was doing and what I wanted to do. And he would always laugh and say, come on, you're making $85,000 plus commission and you're on your way to be a VP. I'm like, yes, that's right. That's what I'm doing. And I was so excited about that next role that I was going to accomplish, that next step in this corporate ladder that I was so happily climbing, and was a little rough at times because it really wasn't what I was trained to do. It was just something that once again fell in my lap. And now here I was navigating some of the politics in the corporate world. And then every weekend I would sit down and I would plug in with my teacher, Bill. I would sit on the floor and he would tell me stories. But you know what I didn't know, everyone? Is that those stories were teaching me. I didn't know that those stories were preparing me for some sometimes crazy stuff I would hear later on in life. I didn't know. I just thought he was this really cool, kind of bizarre, really smart, kind of magical, kind of spectacular and miraculous kind of man who was just telling me some cool stuff, and it was just an experience and I was going to learn some things, but never really thought I'd put them into action, except for learn how to pray and learn how to light a candle and ask the universe to help me, or pray to St. Anthony or St. Francis, pray to Mother Mary. Just pray. That's really all I thought it was about. And he'd open up some stories in the Bible and he'd say, see that story there? And he'd go off on a tangent. He'd hand me a book and say, turn to page 42. I'd turn to page 42. And then before I could even rest my eyes on the words of the page, he began to recite the entire page. Just like that. Photographic memory. That was a first for me. But you see, everything was preparing me. Because he saw a seed of greatness that I didn't even know was possible. He saw an aspect of my soul that nothing in my conditioned world, my trained world, my human experience with my parents and my upbringing could ever have prepared me for. But there were other aspects that I learned in life. through my stage presence, through my work on theater, my work as a comedian, my work in music, my corporate arena, my training with my dad in his restaurants and his country clubs as to how to run a business. You see, everything was lining up so that I would have all the tools, but my teacher was the missing piece. He was the missing piece to give me that opening to a different version of life than what I was trained for. And it wasn't that I was going to forsake all the learning, all the training, all the experiences, and not pick any one of those careers. I had several things that I had enjoyed in life. Those all prepared me for the possibility of what he was presenting. But interestingly enough, he never did present it. He never did say, you might want to consider this. And he never answered that question, do you think I'll do what you do? Because there comes a point, everyone, that when you have your seed of greatness inside, and it's starting to burst from the casing of the seed and begin to grow through the darkness of the soil, searching and reaching up for the light, that wonderful breath of life that's beginning to grow has to have the will to want to push through the darkness and the weight of the soil to get to the light. And no one can do that for you. Only you can do that for you. Only you can put yourself in that energy to embrace the beauty and the challenges that are necessary to get there. But the seed in its casing doesn't sit in the casing like we, the human, does and say, holy Christmas, kind of dark in here. Oh, this shell is feeling a little hard. Okay, let me focus my attention. Let me focus my intuition. Let me focus my energy. Let me push, let me push, let me push. Let me break through the shell. And then, break through the shell and go, oh no, it's dark in here. I know some humans would be running. But the seed, in its teeniest of energy, has the will and the ability and the programming to know without a doubt that it can grow. And if it is a seed that is fallen upon not the proper nutrients and the proper soil, if it's a seed that never quite gets enough light to feel the warmth of the sun through the soil, if it doesn't get enough water, then it will go off into the side and it will wither and never amount to anything. We have many seeds within us that we don't really nurture or tend, or maybe are not meant to grow to its fullest potential. But it's part of the garden of life, is it not? It is part of who we are. There'll be things you'll try in life, and like the seed, it'll never grow. But then there are times that you plant that seed, and it can't wait to burst through that shell, because there's a knowing. And inside of all of you, there's a knowing. Just like there was a knowing inside of me that I didn't know. That something was there. That something had the ability to be greater and better and more expressive and expansive way of being conscious in the human experience. There was a better way, another way. And I often think, what if? I gotta love the what ifs. What if, when he came to talk to me, I dismissed him and never really gave him a chance to talk? Or what if, when he came back the second day, and I wasn't supposed to be at the computer store that day, what if I had just dismissed him? Or said, oh, sure, I'll come to your house, and then never followed through? What if? Can you imagine? Where would I be? Would I have met another person like him along the path? Would something else have opened up? Or would I be doing what I do, but in a different way, under a different umbrella, in a different garden, in a different part of town, with a different landscaping, Would I be tending to a different type of flower? We all have choices. And I can't say that if I had not picked this, that it would have been a wrong choice. It was simply a choice. And it's a choice that if I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't ask a question. I would just sit there and listen to his stories. And I would let it all organically unfold. Because I wouldn't change a thing. And that's truly the journey. To arrive at places that, for the most part, you wouldn't change a thing. There might be some uncomfortable things that if you had known a little more or thought it through a little bit more in the physical world, you might have done those aspects differently. But then again, everyone, those are just your character building experiences, aren't they? Just building a little character. And kind of toughens us in our shell so that when we're ready to burst through to the sunlight and really shine and grow to our fullest potential, we're ready. Not only are we ready, we're ready to stay there and thrive and not be in a place of trying to survive. We want to thrive, don't we? We want our garden to be beautiful and well tended. We want to pay attention to the delicacy and the beauty of life. We want to be grateful. We want to let all aspects of this world embrace the beauty and the seeds within all of us. So tonight is the night. Not only are we going to toast in spring today at 5:58, the spring equinox here on the East Coast, but we are going to celebrate all of you and your seeds of greatness, knowing that you are destined to have all that you desire in the greatest capacity ever. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then, well, we're going to come back and we're going to answer your calls. And I'm going to pop on Facebook. We've got everyone on Facebook listening, and YouTube and Periscope, and on my sarahspiritual.com website. Go ahead and visit my website. See the show there and learn what we have to offer in our products. Because we are planting our garden, and we are ready to sow our seeds of greatness and step right into the light and believe we can do anything. Stay with us. Don't go away. You know, we're going to be right back. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation. And we welcome your phone calls at 888-565-1470. I hope you're watching us on Facebook. I really hope you've got me on Periscope. Pop on over to YouTube. Hashtag Sarah Spiritual, because we have a Sarah Spiritual Vibe Tribe, and I want you to be a part of the tribe. And we are spreading the light, spreading the emotions, spreading the energy. As we get ready, we're counting up to our spring equinox, because spring is going to spring. And once it's sprung, we are ready to be our seeds of greatness and step into the energy. I hope you caught the first few minutes of the show. If not, you can watch it again on Facebook. You can watch it on Periscope. It will be saved on YouTube, because Spirit gave us some really strong message about how to step out of some of the conditions and be that little seed and push through to step into that beautiful garden of life that you want so much to have. And it's all there for you. And all the elements, all the support of the universe, guess what? It's right there for you. We've got the sun, we've got the moon, we've got the wind, we've got the rain, we've got the soil. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. We got so much going on around us, and so much support from the universe and the angels and our guides and the master teachers. And heck, some days I think my teacher's got to be helping me sometimes. Help, I need somebody. Sometimes I have to go, help, I need you. And you know what I get when I do that to my teacher? Because I guess after sitting with me for all those years when he was on Earth, I get silence. He must be like, girl, if you didn't figure out everything I taught you when I was on earth, we're going to just let you sit in silence. Yes, indeed. But I just love connecting to the angels and all the master teachers and getting the messages for all of you. So we've got calls all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we've got people on Facebook going to be answering your question in the feed. So I'd love to hear from you. But for now, I'm being drawn to go to Minnesota. I wonder how spring is going to be in Minnesota, because I've got a caller there and I want to hear if the weather's a little chilly. Michael, how are you tonight?
I'm doing okay, Sarah Spiritual. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Michael. And we are so excited to hear about your upcoming spring. In just a few minutes here, we've got spring coming. So what's going on in your weather?
So far it's all right. It's not too bad.
Okay.
Probably about maybe 40 degrees.
Well, there.
Which is it's good. It's good.
For Minnesota? Yeah, that's good.
My wife Natasha wanted me to tell you hello, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm a family affair over there, aren't I?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
So how can we assist you tonight?
Okay, Sarah. My question is basically, I want to know, what am I lacking in to get to the level of where I need to be spiritually and financially?
There's a belief block is the first thing they tell me. There's a belief block of feeling good enough that you can be the spiritual way shower that you desire to be. There's a belief block that you're not sure that you can embrace abundance without remembering the days and times of lack. And they take me back to some early memory of there not being enough financially at a point in your life, and you're being afraid of falling back that way. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you are worthy. You see, within you are the seeds of greatness for financial abundance, are the seeds of greatness for your magnificent ability to assist people on their journey. And there's a sense of reverence to the powers that be in the heavens. And that humility will take you far. There was a time when maybe you wrestled with your humility a bit, but now you seem to recognize the greatness in all things, great and small, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And when I look into this energy in this path, I do feel that you will have an organization, a community, a outreach program, something as we spin it forward. You see, unlike what my teacher did, I get to tell you guys a little snippet so you can just hang in there. You know, I don't have to quite do the same tough love program he did, but I am going to tell you that it will organically unfold for you. Things will morph and open up, and you will recognize where you are placed in this assistance to mankind. In the meantime, it is forming a good foundation for yourself, forming a good foundation in relationship, forming a strong foundation in the finances, and really learning to believe in yourself and your own spiritual abilities. I will encourage you to go to my website, Sarah Spiritual, and take a look at my apprentice program. You're kind of the best candidate because you're ready to step up and embrace the authenticity within self, to step into the recognition of your spiritual gifts and magnify and expand the consciousness within you so that you can work towards the greater good of mankind. That would be wonderful for you. So I hope you join us in our apprentice program. It's launching on April 11th, which is a Thursday, and it is done via video conference, so you don't have to fly in every week to take the class.
We still want to come and see you anyway.
Well, yes, and I know that we are going to have that gospel glamour purple lipstick coming in my door any day.
Yes, ma'am, we sure will.
Yes, absolutely. But you are on track, embracing the little person inside that is afraid, that aspect of self that doesn't feel good enough, nurturing and understanding that the seeds of greatness have been sown within you, and it's up to you with the dedication, the commitment, the belief to tend to your own personal garden so that you can have a beautiful, bountiful harvest.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Michael. I hope I've been of assistance to you today.
Yes, you have, sir. Spiritual. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And my wife says she's going to be sending you some soon. Purple lipstick.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes, ma'am.
I got green nails
Yes.
today, so I'll just give me a heads up. I'll make sure I got purple nails, so we'll be good. So,
All right, I
thank
got
you. Thank you so much, honey. God bless you, and
Yes.
stay warm there in Minnesota. All right, bye.
Yes, ma'am. Will do.
Bye. 888-565-1470. Yes, so I did green nails thinking, well, spring's coming. You know, I forgot St. Patty's Day was coming. I'm sorry. So for the luck of the Irish, I know I messed up. But I was like, oh, you did your nails green for St. Patty's Day. I was like, no, first day of spring, flowers, spring, grass, green. They're like, but St. Patty's Day comes first. I was like, oh, okay. So we'll throw the Irish in. So no offense to any of my Irish listeners, but spring kind of trumped you. I don't know. And I didn't eat my corned beef, so that means Shirley Dellerson on live on Facebook, if you're following the show right now, you still owe me my care package of corned beef, although you told me to come pick it up, I know, but we were doing Sunday Fun Day, so I hope you saved me some corned beef, Shirley. Thank you so much. Let's go to New Jersey, and I've got Elizabeth on the line. Elizabeth, how are you?
How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, and how can I assist you tonight?
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the words that you tell me and got me through a lot of things. And I'm finally breaking out. I'm
Good.
doing good. First of all, I wanted to ask you about my son.
Okay.
He is experiencing nerve problems in his body, swelling, pain in the neck and the arm, the foot, the toes, shoulders. Lately, it's been the wrist. And they swell up with pain. But it could be any part of his body.
Okay. So I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to quickly tell you where spirit takes me.
Okay.
Again, I'm not a doctor.
His birth date is
Okay, go ahead. Give me his birthday.
2/12/89.
Okay. So I'm not a doctor. I can't give you a diagnosis. But my spirit guides say, did we check into Lyme disease? Did we check into another virus, an Epstein-Barr virus, something that's lying dormant in the body? Did we check into that?
No, he's supposed to. We got him an appointment on Friday to go to the doctor.
Okay. Let's see. Perhaps there was a little tick bite. Again, I'm not a doctor, but make sure when they run the test, they run the test for markers for viruses. I do have someone who is a holistic neuropathic person who does a lot of work with some remedies, holistic remedies, and so that's something else that we can take a look at as well. But let's hear what the doctors say, and I'd be glad to put you in touch, Elizabeth, with Kim, who's going to be doing some work out of the center and connecting people with a different way of approaching some of our physical ailments to not necessarily cure, because we're not going to say that. We're going to say that we're going to make things more comfortable and alleviate some of the inflammation. Sounds as if your son has quite a bit of inflammation, and I'm sure there's something underlying that the blood results are going to find. And I do feel that with the right protocol, this can be alleviated.
Okay.
Anyone have rheumatoid arthritis in the family, please?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that runs in my mother's family.
Okay. Yeah, because I see that too on one side of the family. That's what made me say that. I said, I feel like that's there too. Again, not a doctor, not giving you a diagnosis, but I'm just seeing that energy there. So these are things that we have in conversation. You know, when we sit down with a doctor, we don't claim to be a doctor, but we say, hey, well, what about this? Could it be this? Could you run a test for this? What are the symptoms of this? Are we matching that? And we need to be an educated patient these days.
Right. I had another question.
Yes.
I would like to know, who is my spirit guide, and does he have a message for me?
Well, you've got a very strong spirit guide around you who's a very strong Indian spirit guide. And this Indian spirit guide is, interestingly enough, someone who's into the rituals of the tribe, but musically, I see him kind of playing the music and creating that energy. Is there a love of music and drums and things around you, please, Elizabeth? Do you love music?
I've been in love with music ever since I was born.
So,
That's my thing.
because I hear his energy, and when I say I hear it, it's like it's a frequency for me. So I hear it, and I hear it like, ooh, That's why I hear it, and I hear the drum going.
Okay.
That's what I hear. So, name, I don't have a name. I will suggest that you sit and meditate and ask for a name, and whatever comes through your mind, just allow that to sit with you, and if it feels good, the name is more for us, honey. He's in spirit realm. He doesn't need a name. He's had many lives, so pick one. He's cool with that. But they have a vibration of life that's significant, and that's usually the vibration that they present for you, so you can stay with him. So I keep hearing that song now. So that'll be with me for a while. So use that energy to connect, maybe find some Indian tribal music and play that and meditate and connect. And he's talking to me about an adventure. It's time for you to go on an adventure. Is there a trip you're planning to take, but it seems to be like a road trip or a walk through a forest or something like that, please?
No. No.
Well, you might be.
Okay. As you tell me this, I'm getting goosebumps from my arms to my legs.
Yeah, well, that's because we speak the truth around here. So I see it. I feel like the earth is calling you.
Okay. He has no message for me.
No, that was his message.
That was his message.
Yeah,
okay.
and he's with you. Okay.
Oh,
because you asked who is your spirit guide, and he gave you his
Yes.
music and his confirmation that he's been with you. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much,
You're
Sarah.
welcome,
You have a
Elizabeth.
great
Thank you.
evening.
You too. God bless
Bye-bye.
you, and keep me posted on your son, please. Yes.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
God bless
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then, well, we're going to be right back here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on WWNN, 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. I have to calm down the Indians here because we got a couple of them dancing around in the energy of the radio station. So we're going to take a minute here from our sponsors, and, well, you know, we're going to be right back.
In the room before I walk through the door, do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
before. I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me?
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. I think they're falling asleep on the job over here. What happened? Okay. Well, anyway, we are back here live. Just, we got to call them on some stuff around here sometimes, I mean, come on. We got to have some fun with the staff. Right? What do you think, Mr. Freddie? Very good. All right. So anyway, everyone, it was Freddie's birthday yesterday. So he's my producer, and he's trapped with me for 3 hours every Wednesday night. Trapped. He can't even leave the room, can't breathe, can't even make noise. Don't make noise. You'll disrupt the spirit world. It's kind of crazy. He's like a little prisoner here sitting in his chair like, and he answers and he works with all your questions. So on Wednesday, he facilitates your questions on Facebook, which we are going to get to questions. So Freddie, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Producer. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that was my Marilyn Monroe. Okay, you good now? Perfect. He's like, get on with the show, Sarah Spiritual. Listen, we got to have some fun here. And it's 2 years that we've been doing this craziness? 2 years. Yeah. Okay, good. He's so embarrassed now. I just love that. He's the color of my red lipstick. Now, if we could get him to turn purple like gospel lipstick, then that would be purple. That'd be good. Okay, we're going to move on with the show. So I've got a message on Facebook that I just want to talk about. Julia says to me, hi, Sarah, you gave me a love reading 2 months ago and said there will be many interests coming, and they're all here. Julia, you go, girl. And if you want to share, I can give you a list of ladies who would like some of your extra people. But she says here, they're all here, and it's really intense, and she's communicating, and she's got some great frequency going on. And Julia, we're really excited for you, and thank you for the feedback. We just love when things kind of line up and come together. So remember, honey, girls choose, men chase. So go ahead, enjoy, and let's see who comes to be the front runner in this experience. I think we're testing the waters here, Julia, is what Spirit is telling me. So this is your chance to decide what it is you want and how you want a relationship to be for you, and the universe is definitely manifesting right along with you. So congratulations on your choices. And let's get another question up from Facebook, and then we'll go back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. I just love answering my questions on Facebook and YouTube. Shirley Wood, will I be moving anytime soon? Yes, Shirley, you are going to be moving, and I do believe we are planned to move sometime this year. I think we're trying to put together a house or some type of new beginning for ourselves, and that is something that is coming for you. Soon is within this calendar year. Let's see if we can push it by the September-October time. I think that would be a perfect time for you to move, Shirley Wood. Let's set that intention with you. Everyone on Facebook, let's hold the space for Shirley Wood to get moving as ASAP to the place of her dreams. Thank you, Shirley Wood, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here live on Facebook? Deanna, can I shed light from Spirit, please, about her gifts? Deanna, one of the things that I see here is you are very intuitive, and there's a lot of aspects of angelic realm around you. I don't know if you're actively working with the angels, but Archangel Michael is there beside you. And I also see Archangel Shamuel, and that's our love angel, Deanna. And Diana, I also feel this wonderful energy around you for connection to the spirit realm, as far as you kind of get a good sense, like you're an empath. You feel the energy of other people. You feel the energy of the spirit guides and the angels as well. And I feel that you're going to be a way shower teacher for other people as you move forward. There's a development coming for you where you're going to gather. I don't know if you're part of a healing group or a message circle, but I feel you working with some groups of people to help develop gifts and deliver assistance and messages for other people. Diana, thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here live? Chris White. White says, happy birthday, Freddie. Happy birthday. Freddie gets his own messages here now, too. You see? Okay. Everyone in the feed, that's right. Happy birthday, Freddie. Okay. How old are you now? How old are you now? Okay. We have Brittany Menard. Brittany Menard says, Sarah, could you give me any guidance on where I'm wanting to move, if that's the right choice for me, where I see my future? Okay. So let me see here, Brittany. I've got this energy here. This is an expansive time for you, but you're also winding down, closing out some chapters, closing out some time with different people. I feel like some of the seasons are over with some of the circle of friends. And Brittany Menard, I feel as if the move that you're wanting is the right choice for your future, but I'm feeling from Spirit it's just not time yet. It's not everything's all system go. Not everything's lined up. I don't feel like all the funds and everything are in place for you to jump and go right to where you want to be. So allow the next, if possible, if you have the patience, I know that's something that you wrestle with, give it your best shot to hold this back about 12 to 15 months, because we're closing out a cycle next year, and that'll be the perfect time to really close some doors and take flight for a new beginning and a new attitude for you. Thank you so much, Brittany Menard. Great. We're going to take another question from Facebook before we go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And if these phone lines are busy, that's okay. You just put us on speed dial and make sure that you get through. We've got Miriam Fig. Let's see what's going on with Miriam. Blessing, Sarah. I'm asking about my new love relationship with Willie. Will it be solid or have people interfered with it? Well, let's take a look here with Mr. Willie and you. You know, Willie is a bit of a free spirit. He's got this impetuous side and adventurous side. And sometimes he is easily swayed. He does know what he wants in life, but at the same time, he's always looking to see if there's something else he's missing or another place he can be. There's a sense of a journeyman, someone who will go out on a whim and go off on a journey. He's got that free spirit energy. So it's not so much if the relationship is solid. Is that the person that you want to have a relationship with, is the question we put back on you, because he has a wonderful independent spirit. And if you're all right and secure in the connection between the two of you, that we have that trust, that innate, wonderful trust and love and respect, then we will be comfortable with his way of being. Otherwise, his way of being may actually prove to be a little difficult for you to deal with on a daily basis. Free will is in play on this one, Miriam Fig. I don't know that other people have interfered as much as I see some personality differences coming to light. Spirit says #honeymoon over. So now that we've played the getting to know you time, let's see a little bit more about this gentleman. Keep us posted, Miriam Fig. Give me some feedback on the Facebook feed. Love hearing from you. Thank you so much. We're going to take one more question from Facebook. Marlene. Marlene says, hi, Sarah. So happy to be listening today. Happy to have you, Marlene. I guess you're off on spring break this week, so thank you so much for being with us. She sends us love, so thank you for that as well. If I have any message for you, Marlene, I feel as if you have grown tremendously spiritually, emotionally, and you have let down many walls. I do feel, however, that we are in this energy of getting ready to make some changes, and there's some hesitancy because it's like the next big step in life. What is it that you want next? We are comfortable with where we are, but we're looking to expand and make some changes and really feel something stronger in relationship, stronger in career. I feel as if, although career is good, that perhaps there's another opportunity, another career that you might entertain. So, Marlene, be open to the possibility of change and really give thought and consideration where this relationship goes and how great can it be. And be open. Let the walls down just a little bit more, Miss Marlene, because love is going to really catch you and take you to something really wonderful if you allow it to. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We are getting ready. The wonderful spring equinox is coming to us here, and the energy of the full Libra moon is also coming to us. So during the full moon, and it's sitting opposite the sun, it's going to be illuminated by the light, and hence the sun and the moon are on opposite sides. So we are in the opposite sides of this wonderful zodiac energy, and we want to take advantage of this full moon and the equinox to supercharge ourselves and get that new attitude and to waken and revive ourselves. So it's time to find new inspiration. It's time to find new joy. It's time to really tend to the new beginnings that we are about to embark on, because the full moon is the accumulation of all the energies of the month, and as the moon grows, the illumination, and it casts the light on the darkness. The full moon is also a magnificent time to release the things that no longer serve you. But then on the opposite spectrum, on the same day, in this same time frame, we have coming to us, rising up is the moon. And the new spring is beginning, new life, new attitude. So as we release with our intention, not on loss and mourning and sorrow of that which we no longer wish to have in our life. Celebrate its purpose and focus on this new wonderful spring, this spring equinox, the energy, the power, and the illumination that is going to bring you. It's going to be an interesting time these next few weeks on the planet. So focus your intention. We know Mercury is still a little retrograde for a while, so miscommunications may still be a part of your experience, but sit there and say, what is it I wish to create in my garden of life? And embrace the spring. And as the moon shines brightly tonight, and we'll see it tomorrow, let the beautiful light illuminate and cast the light in the darkness in the areas of your life that you wish to release once and for all, and say, I am. I am a powerful being. I am magnificent. I am light. I am love. And I am that I am. Embrace this wonderful spring equinox. It just hit at 5:58. Stay with us, everyone. We were together for this, and we are going to be right back.
There's a light that shines down.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
If you suffer with diabetes, there's a 25% chance that you'll develop a foot ulcer that can lead to severe health consequences, including amputation. At the Soul Authority, at little or no cost, you can receive your very own therapeutic shoes and custom inserts. Medicare recipients are entitled to 1 pair of quality diabetic shoes and 3 custom inserts. Call the Soul Authority today, 954-597-7060.
Staying healthy is difficult. What nutritional supplements should you take? What foods are best for you? What health practitioner should you see? You've got health questions, I've got health answers. From heartburn to hemorrhoids, pain to pimples, carpal tunnel to the common cold, gluten to gallbladder, and gingivitis, and all points in between. I'm Dr. Bob Martin. Tune into my Sunday talk show at 10 o'clock on Talk 1470 WNN.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Pull up a chair at the Brooklyn Cafe with Dawn and Freddie S. Weekdays at 1 p.m. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Have you tried investing in the stock market and haven't done very well? Come into Online Trading Academy. Have your investments lost money and you're frustrated because the only thing your broker says is write it out? Hop in the car and get to Online Trading Academy. Pro investors show you how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets. You'll see the best way to pick stocks, options, futures, and Forex using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. how to find the right investments, how to time the market, how to protect money from risk. For over 20 years, thousands have learned how to invest from home at Online Trading Academy. Come in and see what this school's all about at a free half-day class. They're all over Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Stewart, and Port St. Lucie. Seating is limited, so call Online Trading Academy now to win a pair of tickets. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
It's officially spring. Yes, indeed. See, they're slacking off over here. I don't know what's going on over here. Sing a song to a man, and there he goes. Good, good. He's so excited. He's playing with his phone. That's good. Keep playing with your phone, Freddie. But I got to tell you, the people on Facebook, they're like, what? Who's running the questions? Helena's like, this is not my job. I do Sundays. So Freddie, the producer, is handling the questions. So write into Freddie. Say, Freddie, pretty please, could I please have my question picked for the next Facebook round? And we would love to get to you. So we're just messing with Freddie here. It's his birthday, so we just might as well just give him a hard time. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And let me see. I've got to go to Marie, and Marie is in Palm Beach. Marie, how are you tonight? Marie? Hi, Marie. Marie? Am I walking with you in your purse? Okay. Sarah Spiritual's in Marie's purse. Hopefully she'll remember she put me on. And we'll pop off of Marie, and we're going to go to Violet, and Violet is in Brooklyn, New York. Violet, how are you tonight? Violet?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. Phew. I was starting to think you had me in your purse, too. I was like, holy crow, what's going on?
That would be weird.
That would be...
I just have...
Yes.
I have a question for you. I've recently met someone, and I was wondering if it was a thing, for lack of better words.
Do you know me? Do I know you? I think we met before. Do we have a birthday for this person who's a thing?
June 18th, 82.
Oh, that's interesting thing. That's an interesting chemistry going on there. Yes.
I'd say so.
Okay. And they're in this personal power year this year. They're trying to really establish themselves and step into self-care, self-love, and also working on establishing themselves in something in their career, but from a personal satisfaction point of view, not just being promoted or advanced. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
They're laying some important groundwork here. And for you, you're plugging along and doing rather well in the job front, yes?
Yeah.
And I see that, well, the thing is, I don't know if it's the thing that stands the test of time because that frequency is not in place yet, but I'll say this to you. And the way I see it as if it's definitely a spring fling thing, for sure. And we might have some summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. And then we'll see as we come into the month of October, because I feel like you're both also very strong people, and that's where some of the communication or the wires might get crossed. So not that we can't be who we are, but we just want to be aware of the differences in personality and do that dance, right?
Right.
And that's going to help you. All right. But I like this vibration. I like this. It's a very fun experience for you, too. So have some fun.
It has been.
Absolutely. So great. Well, good, Joe. So you moved to Brooklyn and everything changed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So would you have a bagel?
Agreed.
Can you have a bagel for me tomorrow, please?
Oh, what kind?
I really want to have my cinnamon raisin bagel tomorrow, please.
Okay, I'll have one for you in the morning.
Thank you. Send me a picture on Facebook. All right. Thank you so much.
I will.
All right. God bless
Thank
you, honey.
Sarah.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 888-565-1470. You know, sometimes we just miss some of the food in good old New York, New York. Yes, indeed. It's not the same. Yeah, absolutely. We have Jasmine. She's answering the phones for us here. So when you call 888-565-1470, be able to say, hey, Jazz, it's me, and then give them your information so we can take your question. But Jasmine's from, up north, too, and we're just all sometimes we think, wow, the food's a little different up north. No offense to South Florida, but there's, someone was telling me they were off to get Papaya's hot dogs on the way to somewhere tonight. So they were off getting New York hot dogs. And I'm sitting here thinking like, yeah, I ate some fish. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Kamini, and she's in New York. We got a lot of people in New York calling tonight. I think there's something going on in the energy. Kamini in New York, how are you?
I'm okay, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. We got relationship question?
Actually, no. I wanted to know if there were any angels with me, like guiding me and helping me in this time of my life.
Well, let me also just touch on the relationship, because Spirit does come down and talk about relationship. We're kind of working on this relationship, kind of forming a decision in this relationship. Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're kind of some of the things are coming to a head, and we're trying to decide, are we in it or are we out? Is this true?
Yes.
Okay. Be aware that the spirit guides, the angels, they are aware of that, and we know that this can be a little disconcerting and uncomfortable for you, yes?
Mm-hmm. It is, but I think it's for the best for me,
Yes. In a way, it's inevitable. It's just a matter of best timing for you, so that you can have your freedom, but also know that you're fully supported. That's why we wanted to start with the relationship, because that's how the angels are very much supporting you in this transition time. And also some of the bumps in the road in the work environment. We had a little problem at work, yes?
Yeah, I'm actually looking right now.
Okay.
So I want to know if there were any specific angels by me or anything like that. I
have connected with you. I have Archangel Gabriel, with you to help you with clarity and give you the messages that you need to make the right choices. So people speak to you and you go, that's the job for me, or that's the place for me, as you're going through this transition. And Archangel Michael is, of course, keeping the scales of justice for you in this journey, okay?
Okay. All right, that's all I... Yeah.
You're definitely not alone in this. Definitely not alone. And when I spin you out, I feel like by July, everything's kind of said and done, yes?
Oh, okay, wow. That's really good.
Okay.
Is there any way for me to keep connected to these angels?
That's
pray to them, maybe?
a great question. A great question. Well, of course, we always pray to the Creator, and we ask for the angels to assist us. And when we ask the angels to assist us, we say, give me a message, give me some evidence, develop a relationship. Talk to your angels as if they were your best friends, and they will begin to communicate. As you're pulling into maybe a parking lot, say, angels, let me know you're with me. Give me a spot close to the front or right in the front. And, you may drive around and then all of a sudden someone pulls out in a very busy parking lot where it's very unlikely, or you're in New York, so you might be able to pull up right in front of someplace in New York rather than park around the corner and walk, and you will have a spot right there. These are ways we kind of have fun with our angels and play in the energy of getting to know them.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. And we've got Marie in Palm Beach. She's back on the phone line, so that's great. How are you, Marie?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Good. I'm so glad we were able to connect with you. So what's your question for us tonight?
Okay. My question is, today I went to the mall and I bumped into some lady. She said she's a psychic, and she told me something made me so worried. She said, there's something bad behind me that wanted make myself unhappy. It's a person that no one made me feel so happy, and she said that I had to do something to keep it away from me. Mm-hmm. But I trust you so much because you're my angel. And that's the reason that I want to ask you, what are you thinking about that?
Okay, let me take a look around your energy, and no disrespect to the woman who stopped you, but usually when people are doing that, their next step is that they want to help you to remove what they see with you, and sometimes that can be rather costly. And so she may see that the energy is misaligned, but sometimes they tend to exaggerate. I want you to look at it like this, Marie, and I say this to everyone who's listening. When we come and create fear, then God can't be there, okay? Fear is not from God. So are there things we need to concern ourselves with, or sometimes we need to help ourselves when we're in a tough spot? Yes. But when someone who's bringing you light and wants to guide you and mentor you or assist you comes from a place of fear and makes it sound like if we don't do this, this is going to happen. That's really not how the universe works. You can't really come from a place of fear and bring light in. We could say to you, if something's out of alignment, that things have been blocked or stuck for a while, and there's certain things that you can do to assist yourself, but it's your journey with God that is really going to be doing it. No person is the person who's really doing it for you. You are collaborating with God to clear your energy. So she's saying to you that there is something that's going to cause problems in your life moving forward, and your life is not going to be happy. I don't see that. I don't see either. Okay.
I'm feeling the blessing of God and feel love, and I see many happiness coming in my way.
Good. So we'll just say that she was off. We'll just say it that way, all right? She saw something that, struck her attention, and I'm going to say this to you and everyone also, that people don't have the right to read another person. I don't walk through the mall or the grocery store and go, oh, what's going on with this person? And oh, look what's going on with this person. That's not my business. I don't have their permission to read them or to go into their energy. I go in the grocery store and I'm like, Spirit, do not bother me unless there's a crisis, because I'm food shopping. And they know off duty, it's like a taxi cab, the light is down, and I don't want to know, because I do this during the day. I work with people But, if I saw something that really made me feel like someone had to be careful, I might say something. I mean, a spirit would prompt me to say something, so I can't say I might, but it would all be how I would do that. And Marie, I'm going to give you an example. There was someone at my job, in my corporate job, and so they didn't know that I had connections, so I can't go, oh, I see this. And I remember I said to George, who was working with me, I said, George, you know how on the Garden State Parkway people kind of tailgate each other? And sometimes when it rains, we don't have enough room and place to stop because the people in front of us stop suddenly. And then sometimes there's like an accident that happens in front of us, and we want to make sure we have enough room to stop and or get away, go around them.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, okay. I said, because it looks like it's going to start raining, so, you never know. And I left it just like that. But what I did see, and I can tell you, Marie, is I saw he could get into an accident. And sure enough, the next day he came in white as a sheet. He said, you know what happened? I said, what, George? He said, I was driving on the Garden State Parkway, and it started to rain. He said, and I heard you in my head saying, you should leave enough space between you and the other cars. And the minute I heard you in my head, someone started to jam on their brakes, and there was a chain reaction of some people banging into each other. He goes, and I had enough space to get around and go past them. He said, I don't understand what happened. I said, well, that happens when it rains. And I just put my head down and I left.
I gotcha. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome.
You made me feel so better now. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Keep doing your prayers.
You are angel. You are very few angel in my life.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you too. Bye.
888-565-1470. And let's see what we've got going on Facebook. Let's take a question from Facebook. All right, let's see what we've got here. Well, that's Expedito Enlightenment Center says, remember, everyone, leave your message with your questions. All right, so we've got Rowena, and Rowena says, can you tell me if you see me having to get treatment or surgery for my health problems? Rowena, I feel like there's several things that are going on in the health problems. I see 3 things that are out of whack in the physical body. Powerful numbers that you have with your birthday, so you have some master numbers happening here. I feel like this year is a year that you actually say goodbye to a lot of these health problems. We come to some solution is the word that I see, and I do see treatment coming for you. I do feel we need to get some treatment so that the body can heal itself and we can have a better quality of life. So thank you, Rowena, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here? Corey Robbins, is my relationship with my fiance going to end up the way I want it to? Corey Robbins, we've had a bit of, I don't have your fiance's birthday. That would make it easier for me, Corey, so put that in the feed. But I'm going to tell you what I do see here in this energy is that this is a very important year for you, for communication, for connection, for relationships. So I feel as if the two of you have been on a bit of disconnect. We're not on the same page, kind of coming on to the energy of, really want to say February, beginning of February, February 10th. That's kind of how Spirit makes me feel. The beginning of February, we've been in a bit of a disconnect or a funk in the relationship. So there's some new communication that needs to be awakened. There's some communication of connection. And as we do that, we're going to find that this relationship grows and morphs into be a better flow between the two of you. It's just like a little bump in the road that I see. Will it end up the way you want it to? Well, you're collaborating, and there's 2 people in this story. Give me your fiance's birthday, Corey Robbins, and let's see if we can bridge this gap between the two of you. You're both on 2 separate sides of the fence right now. We're not seeing eye to eye. You both can be a little stubborn. And I feel as if the energy is that we have to really understand where each other is coming from and really talk from the heart, not from the pride that you have. Open your heart, Corey, and stay true to your words and in the communication, and then everything can really morph into something beautiful if we just let down the walls of conflict that I see building around you two. Thank you so much, Corey, for your Facebook question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I need to take a call from Vanessa in Port St. Lucie. Vanessa in Port St. Lucie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Vanessa, and how can I assist you?
I was just calling just to kind of get some light. Like, I've been really emotionally, not unstable, but just not feeling right. And just relationship and finance.
Okay.
Finances.
So let me take you back to August of last year. There seems to be a shift and a change. I don't know if there was a disruption in the flow of life for you having to do with finances and relationship, but I feel as if August started this spiraling of some difficulties for you. Does this make any sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And as I move that energy forward into this year, I feel that part of the emotions are also being driven by some of the planetary actions that are happening in the energy. It's been a very emotionally raw time. You're also opening up a lot spiritually as well. I feel as if relationship, you're not feeling supported. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Emotionally supported is really what I see. And I feel like this sense of loss and mourning, like, am I wasting time? Time is moving on, and I'm all in this experience, and I've got responsibilities, and now what? It's going to all be on me. And so there's this overwhelmment that I see around you, yes?
Yes, very much.
Very much. Are we looking for another job? Because I see another opportunity coming for you, but I see we're having difficulty balancing work, life, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
But we are looking for some work, correct?
Possibly.
Okay.
In the near future.
Okay. Or something you can do from home, yes? Because you need that financial flexibility, yes? We're tired of putting all our eggs in one basket because the basket we're handing to a person who's supposed to be caring for all the eggs in the basket is dropping the basket. We got some broken eggs here, baby. What are we going to do, right? So it's time for you to really think of, what can I do to empower myself? How can I be a little bit more my own foundation and still be that parent and that partner that I need to be and I want to be, yes?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So this year will bring you a better clarity on this. Trust the emotions will begin to calm down because you'll have support from the planets. I know the circumstances and conditions don't change overnight, but when I spin you forward and I take you into the month of May, I can breathe. I feel calmer. And one of your children's waking up in the middle of the night, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do anything to clear your house or the energy in the house? Because I feel like the energy in the house seems kind of dense or tense. Does this make sense to you?
I've been feeling like I need to sage lately.
Okay. We might want to do something a little stronger than sage because something to put on some charcoal. Do you ever come to my center in West Palm?
I've been to your center and had a few readings from you a couple years ago.
Okay, great.
I haven't been in a while.
So if you could, just give us a call at the center, or we can give you a call, because I know we gathered some information from you at the beginning of the call, and we can make a few suggestions of some things that you can use in the house to shift that energy. I think you'll find things a little more peaceful as well.
Okay, perfect.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to come right back to the phone lines. I'm going to pop on over to Facebook and see what's going on there. 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Oh, no, don't you go away. Because you know, we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are talking to all of you all across the nation. And we're talking on Facebook, so I'd love to see what's going on in Facebook as well. But I've got to tell you where I'm going to be. Do you want to come hang out with me and some good food? Well, come April 12th to Flavors in Wellington. It's the Wine and Food Festival. Oh my God, do a little dance, drink a little wine, have food tonight. We're going to be so excited at Flavors, and we're going to have a great time. And I'm going to be doing readings. And I'm going to be there. They have hired me to do readings, so you are welcome to buy a ticket to Flavors and pop on over and have a mini session with me, Sarah Spiritual. There's going to be celebrity judges and dignitaries who are going to be judging the food. It is at the Palm Beach International Equestrian Center. I just love going there. That's where we did our big Vanilla Ice show. So April 12th, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Be there or be square, because there's some good food that's going to be going on. Go online and you can learn more on the WellingtonChamber.com website. It is sponsored by the Wellington Chamber. My dear friend Michaela is asked me to come yet again to do some readings for all of you. So I would love to see you at Flavors. Let's have some food and wine and have a really good time. So meet me there on April 12th at 6:30 to 9:30. Let's have some fun. And we have something coming up. We don't have a slide for it here, but we have a candle class coming up on April 2nd. And we're going to be conducting how to work with candles, how to connect to the spirit realm, how to connect with our angels and our guides, how to put in that prayer and petition, and how to be in gratitude with the work of a candle. A candle is the light unto your path. So I hope you join me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center for our candle class. We're going to love connecting with all of you. And earlier, you heard mention, we have an apprentice program. Are you ready to tap into your spiritual gifts? Do you want to bridge that energy and know that you are one with your gifts and your alignment with the divine creator? Would you like to know how to create different aspects of life and really tap into who you are? Well, join me for our apprentice program. It has been going since 2013, and it is one of our most successful programs that we have. So many people have gone on to really tap into their true destiny and step into their authenticity. One of them is my dear friend Isabel Prado, who's been my student since the beginning of the program, and now she is a reflexologist, and she's doing reflexology at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And then I have Patricia. She is in Delray. She's a seamstress. We have Stephanie Sassone, who's a health coach now, and the list goes on and on and on. I have people who are massage therapists who've gone on and perfected their career as a massage therapist. My dear friend Sharon Young works with tuning forks, and she's a massage therapist, and she does tapping. So we have so many of our class members who have gone on to create a business and an aspect of their spirituality and put it out into the world and make it their own. So I invite you to be part of this winning team. This is a team of people who have come together, who are tapping into their gifts, honoring each other's gifts, supporting each other, and really learning how they can take who they are and bring it out to the world, be self-employed, and be true to their soul self. Where else can you get a job and be true to your soul self? Right down deep in your soul. You want to have a tough job, but an enjoyable job? You want to have a job that is going to make you excited? Well, there's a difference between going to work for someone and working for yourself. And then there's an even greater difference when you tap into the divine authenticity of who you are, and essentially you're working for the Creator and using all those seeds of greatness and tapping in and raising the vibration on the planet and earning a living for yourself. Visit sarahspiritual.com and check out my apprentice program. It's listed under classes and events. I do hope you join me. Class is filling up, so be sure to be a part of it. We're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And I've got Edwina. Edwina is in Coconut Creek. Edwina, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Edwina. And how can I assist you?
I want to know about my love life. I met somebody, and I'm, a little wary of him.
The last relationship was a little problematic for you. Is that true?
True.
We ended in a little bit of a rough ending there, and you kind of felt very discontent from that experience, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And that was towards the end of last year or somewhere in the mid last year, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So we cleared up some energy, and now we're trying to think, ooh, is this person got what it takes? Let's see. What is that person's birthday?
9/7/64.
Smart person, yes?
Yes.
Very analytical. I also see someone who's a little, the word they give me is private. I just love when they use that word, private. So it's always in their head, so we don't always know what they're thinking. This is true, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel a little bit of coldness or selfishness with this individual, yes? So sometimes you're not feeling there as completely, and if you haven't seen that yet, I give you this because this is what they show me. This individual has a story as to what happened in their previous relationship that, I don't know, they give me the number 12. I don't know if it was 12 years ago, they were married for 12 years or something. Number 12 connected to them. When I take us into that energy, I feel as if there's something that was complicated towards the end of that relationship, and I don't know, there's some guilt on one person's side. Did you get any of the story of that relationship they were in?
I know that his first wife is deceased.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there were a lot of problems there.
Okay. There's some guilt over something that happened in that relationship, and that doesn't mean anything overly negative. It's just I see a lot of guilt over how something happened in that relationship. So I see someone who's not quite ready to delve into a full relationship. Is that true? Is that what he told you, please?
No, he really hasn't said anything about that.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, he has not made that choice as he's ready for a relationship. So you're on the fence. I tell you to continue to stay on the fence, eat some popcorn, watch the show. Mercury's retrograde. Let's not engage in too much of a conversation that could get misconstrued. allow this to unfold. They take me through the end of April. You'll know better where you stand with this person. This person is an accomplished person. This person has a lot to bring to the table. I feel like they are intelligent, kind, a good communicator, keep some things to themselves. I see a solid person, but I don't know that it's the vibrational match that I go, yes, that's the one for you. So that's Spirit's take on that, all right?
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So just enjoy the show. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for holding. I know you were on the phone for a while holding, so I so appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to get Sweeney, and Sweeney is in Queens. Sweeney, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Barbara?
Hanging in there, Sarah.
Good. Good to hear that. And we're still looking for work? I'm great. I'm talking to you. How much better can I get?
I wish I could be like you.
Oh, you are. You are. You're a powerful being. Let me tell
Sarah,
you.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my life.
Nobody knows the troubles you've seen. Okay, Miss Barbara, we're still having difficulty getting work here, yes?
Very difficult.
Very
I don't know
difficult.
what's going on.
It's almost as if... Do you ever stop to think, I wonder if there's something in my file that says don't hire me? Because it's like everywhere you go, the door gets closed, yes?
I don't know, Sarah. This is not how my life used to be.
I know that. But I'm also feeling as if there's a little bit of discrimination or something. Like I feel as if like they're not giving you a fair shot in this experience. Almost like they're judging you for age, gender, or something. They're just, I don't know, there's some kind of judgment going on here when you're trying to match up with jobs, because people used to come knocking on your door practically and say, here's an opportunity. I need you to do this for someone, yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think age has anything to do with it, Sarah.
Okay. I'm just telling you what Spirit says. Something's being misconstrued in your energy.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what is it.
Well, Barbara, what I want you to do is I want you to read the 23rd Psalm 9 times in a row for 9 days, okay? We need to shift that energy. And have you worked in conjunction with an agency? Yes, we work with agencies as well as privately?
They give me work and it ended last month, the 23rd, and now they still can't find anything to give me. I understand that.
Well, can we associate with another agency? Because I'm feeling like another agency might also be able to help you as well, to have a few agencies looking for you. Okay?
Okay.
So align yourself, fill out some paperwork, go connect with another agency. You never know. You may have something coming from them as well. You'll be fine, Barbara. You'll be fine. This too shall pass. I know you're struggling, but you will be fine.
I'm struggling. I don't know how I survive. Honest to God, I don't know.
Well, honest to God is exactly how you do survive, my dear.
Oh, my God.
If it were for the grace of God go I, right? Err for the grace of God go I. So you go in the grace of God.
I'm telling you.
This is a time for you to put your trust in the energy and not focus on what's not working. Focus on what is working and move yourself forward. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be fine. You'll see. Work is coming. 23rd Psalm 9 times in a row for 9 days.
Sarah, I've been doing that, Sarah. You
Keep
told
going.
me that and then I never leave that house.
Good. Then keep doing it.
9 times?
In a row for 9 days. Take a break and then you can do it again. But Barbara, when you first called, you hadn't had work in quite a while. We got you praying and you got a gig. Even though it didn't last forever, you got a gig, correct? Yes.
Yeah, just like for a month. And then she didn't want anybody anymore, so, you know,
but I'm going to pause you. But I'm going to pause you. I want you to hear this. Take a good listen. When you first called the show not too long ago, 6 months, we had nothing and hadn't had anything in a while. Mm-hmm. We told you what to pray. You started praying, started to shift your attention onto the powerful being that you are and the ability to create with the form of the creator within you. And now we had a month job. Now the next job's going to be for several months. And then we're going to get a long-term gig. But remember the business you're in. You have patients. Sometimes they want people. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're living. Sometimes they're not anymore. So it's the nature of your business, yes?
Yeah, sure. You know what? I got to set a date for you, but I need an early date to talk to you, man. I'm just...
Well,
too much.
then, Barbara, here's my suggestion. As of this minute, my phone readings are backed up for about 10 to 14 days.
Wow, Sarah, so far.
But Barbara, we've called the store and said, I need to talk to her. Get yourself officially in the queue. Go online and get yourself in the queue. How long have you been my client? Share with everyone how much have we gone through?
Maybe 14 years.
Yeah, 12 years. 12 years, yeah. 12 years. 12 years we've been rolling around in the mud together. All right. So, but there's no favoritism, right? So you got to get in line, honey. All right?
I know.
So when you get a moment, Barbara, go online, get yourself in the queue. We're working on my schedule now. I have some people who are on Facebook who are going at 2 a.m. Thank you, the person who messaged me. Thank you so much. She's like, I placed my order. I'm like, great. It's 2 a.m. So we got that in queue. We'll put you in queue, and we'll get everybody lined up for their phone readings, okay?
All right, Sarah.
All right.
Thank you very
Meantime,
much.
keep praying. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. Let's take a question from Facebook. Let's see what's going on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Helena's up on the screen here. So what else do we have here? Christy Schoenberg. I'm so stuck, she says. Christy, you sound like a person who needs a Sarah spiritual spray or something. But I want to tell you, Christy, that although you're feeling stuck, I don't believe you're as stuck as you think you are, because this year is a year that we're going to make some communication and a connection with a new opportunity so you don't feel so stuck. I feel as if you've been doing the same old day after day, and life just seems to have lost its luster. When I take you into the month of May of this year, spring has sprung, the luster has come, and I feel as if you have an inspiration. It's a very inspirational time. You get inspired to do something, try something different, and that begins to shift. Sometimes rather than focus on how we've been stuck, we want to focus on what we want to create, and in the process of something new, a new idea comes to mind, and then we put our foot on the path to something new. Christy, not as stuck as you think you are, but I understand the feeling. We've all been there. So, Christy, I hope that you and I can have a personal session, Christy Schoenberg, so that I can give you some tips and things to do to assist you to unstick yourself so we can create a new dynamic, a new paradigm for you to create a more fulfilled life with work and personal relationships. Thank you so much, Christy, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going right back to the phone lines, right back to Facebook, right back to YouTube. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie play.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook. Here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And I've got to go to Jasmine, and Jasmine's in Maine. Jasmine, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Happy first spring, day of spring, or first beginning of spring, the happy equinox, and happy full moon that's coming. Yippee, we need that. Yes, indeed.
I feel like it's a positive one.
It is a positive one. And what happens is at this time, we're starting the beginning of a new year in the astrology, because we're moving forward here and we're springing into the sun's sign and we're moving in that energy. The Aries opens up this energy for us. So it's a fiery little happening here. So it's good.
Yes. So I have a question. I was just wondering, I've been hanging out with someone that's been kind of in and out of my life for like 25 years.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you could just tell me what you feel about him. His birthday is 2/4/77.
They have a lot going on this year, though. There's a lot of things that they're trying to get in place or shift in their life, because I see a lot of changes going on for them this year. Has that begun yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I see a lot of changes moving around them. So this is a year of really for them clearing old energies and welcoming in new, getting themselves ready for 2020. This person is a very reliable person, because they when they connect and they love someone, they always love them. They're also someone who sometimes overextends themselves and bites off more than they can chew.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as a relationship for the two of you, is that the question?
I don't know. I mean, we're just kind of going with the flow right now.
Mm-hmm. I see a strong connection. I see a strong soul remembering here between the two of you. I feel like they make a really good solid friend. I don't know that this is the relationship energy that stays a long term right now, because they are, again, navigating some changes within themselves, and they're closing out some things in their life from the past, actually. All right?
Right. Okay.
So you'll know more in 2020 where this individual will be, and then that will also tell us where you will be. Yes? Because we are trying to manifest some changes for you as well, yes? Did something get postponed?
No, tomorrow is my court date.
Okay. Was it supposed to be sooner? For some reason, I felt like it was sooner. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, good luck in court tomorrow. Be sure to send me a message.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting. They're going to be trying to pull out all the stops, but you're ready.
Yes.
Bring everything you know.
Okay.
And you'll be good. Okay? Thank you, honey.
Okay.
God bless you. Take a breath. It'll be fine. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye. 888-565-1470. Now, from Maine, I've got to go all the way down to Miami, and I've got Janice on the line. Janice, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Janice, and how can I assist you?
So I just had two questions. One of them being, what do you see for me at work? And the other, just any general messages that maybe the angels have for me.
Work makes me feel like we want to get up and out of something or out from underneath someone. Yes, is there some pressure going on there at that workplace?
A little bit.
Okay, because I feel like we need to move. We need to move to another department, or we need to kind of pull ourselves up and out. What do I see for you? I see change is going to be necessary to really enjoy this job, and it's possible that you can put yourself in a position to move away and up. So in other words, to get a promotion. So get yourself out from underneath. I feel like there's someone in your organization that almost has, that directly you report to or are connected with, has their thumb on you, is how they make me feel. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Yeah, so, because it's like they're trying to hold you down or something. Ain't nothing going to break my stride, right? But we got to move. We got to keep you moving. We got to raise you up. And I feel like they're not really giving you that room to grow. And it's becoming frustrating and problematic for you, yes?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Kind of don't know what to do about that at the moment, but yeah.
Okay, well, that's personalities, and sometimes the universe transfers people. But for you, it's to look for opportunities to make change there, or to keep your ears out on another opportunity outside of that organization. I feel like you've got a lot of responsibility, and also like a lot of the responsibility of your higher-ups runs down on you as well. Yes? Are you like the go-to girl?
Yes, unfortunately, or fortunately I am, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that kind of makes you a little indispensable, but it also creates a lot of pressure, and I feel like you're overworked and not appreciated and paid the right amount for what you do, yes?
Yes.
And we are not able to shine our talents, is what they make me feel. So when I move you into your angels, 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 angels. So there's been, besides this frustration, there's also been some other disappointments and some sadness that has been around you, yes? Because I feel as if like you've shed some tears recently, yes? This makes sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And they want you to know that they've been there with you and that they've caught all the tears. And this loss and mourning is so that as you release, and this hits me really hard in the heart, so I feel as if it's connected to someone who's very close to you. Is that correct? Or close relationship, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You're not alone.
Feels like that sometimes.
I know, but mother's side of family, mother's mother, energy, grandmother, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This is where I place this energy, all right? I feel as if this is someone that you would have said something to if you needed to say what was on your mind, yes? This grandmother energy, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I have a table in front of me, like we would sit and talk. She would sit here and you would sit next to her, yes?
Mm-hmm.
This is true, yes?
Yes.
Okay, because she's showing me a table. Like we would sit, I don't know if we had coffee or we'd sit and talk, but I have this energy here. You're also navigating something in your personal life and relationship, yes?
Yes.
Okay. She's with you on that. You're questioning something and you're going back and forth as to what to do in this relationship. This is true, yes? She tells me that.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And right. I don't know what to do still.
I know.
Oh, I'm still as confused as ever.
I understand. And God's not the author of confusion, right? So she wants you to know that she's heard you. Angels want you to know they've caught your tears. And I'm saying for you to be still and wait and see. It will open up and you'll get more understanding and more knowing as to where you want to go next in this. Janice, have you and I ever had a personal session?
No.
Okay. I would love the opportunity to have a personal session with you. I know you're in Miami, but we do it by Skype and phone, or welcome to come up to my center in West Palm Beach so that we can have a personal session. I'd love to help you navigate some of this confusion. You're truly at a crossroad in your life, and this is an important time for you because it's a time to network and build new friends and community and relationships. So we want to be on track with what is fulfilled living for you, my dear. Yes?
Agreed. And that's one of the things that has me very confused about that relationship. Because it's something new, but, it's hard. It's hard to break old habits. It's hard to get out of the bubble that you live in. And then to open up yourself to something new, it's terrifying. So
well, it's terrifying.
I question it a lot, not so much from them, but from me,
But there's a limited belief inside of you that you're not worthy and that the other shoe is going to drop, you see. So we can shift that awareness and create a different conscious mindset, and that will make all the difference for you. I do hope you connect with me. How did you hear about the show?
One of my friends, she's called in before and she's raised, so I thought about just taking the chance and calling in.
Well, thank you so much. Know your grandmother's with you. The angels are with you. Visit sarahspiritual.com. Let's do a personal session. I'd love to meet you. All right. Thank you, honey. God bless you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too. Bye. 888-565-1470. Love to hear from you here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back after the break, we're going to go right back to Facebook. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I'm going to pop on over and see what's going on while we're on break. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because there's a light right here in South Florida on WWNN, and we are connecting to all of you. We'll be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh,
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
If you suffer with diabetes, there's a 25% chance that you'll develop a foot ulcer that can lead to severe health consequences, including amputation. At the Soul Authority, at little or no cost, you can receive your very own therapeutic shoes and custom inserts. Medicare recipients are entitled to 1 pair of quality diabetic shoes and 3 custom inserts. Call the Soul Authority today, 954-597-7060.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. Listen for attorney Lisa Macy, Thursdays at 1 p.m. and Saturdays at 3 p.m. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
You can become independently healthy, and I'll tell you how. Dr. Bob Martin here. If you want to feel, function, and perform the very best you can, please tune in and call into my show Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light. Here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation. And I've got to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Massachusetts. We are definitely all over the board here tonight. And I've got Sandra on the line. Sandra, how are you?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Sandra. How can I assist you tonight?
I am from Massachusetts, but I'm exploring coming down to Florida. I'm in Florida right now, and I was wondering how you saw that. Is that something I could do, or I'm not ready yet?
Well, let's take a look here and see where we're going to take this, because I feel as if this year, we've done a lot of connecting with people, and even down here in Florida, you've done some networking, yes, to kind of see what that would look like and feel like to transfer some work and activities, yes?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. When I take you into this year, I don't know that we're quite ready to pull the plug yet. I feel as if that is something that is best done in the 2020 season. Take you into the beginning of the season and take you into, well, maybe let's call it about a year from now. That would be better suited for you. Not everything's in order. There's not quite enough foundation for you to make the shift. It's how they make me feel. When I bring you here, I feel as if, I don't know what area you're looking at, but I feel as if whatever area you're looking at, be it West Palm, Del Rey, Boca, where are you considering?
Fort Lauderdale by the sea, somewhere down there.
Down there, okay. So when I see that area here, I feel as if you may shoot for a particular area and end up not in that spot, but somewhere close to that. I feel like when I throw the dart, I'm aiming for, you say Fort Lauderdale, so I'm aiming for Fort Lauderdale, but it hits somewhere next to that and doesn't quite land exactly where you thought it would.
Okay.
But it's for a better feeling, a better place for you. That's how I see that. I also feel that this time of work, business, career, there's something about some networking. Are we getting ready to form some kind of connection with some people to further advance career and work, please?
I was looking for at least a lateral move.
Okay.
An advancement would be great, but at least a lateral move.
Okay. So we're beginning that conversation, that networking, that connections with people so that they know we want to be in the running. Yes, is this true?
Yeah, I've also had some very personal year this year, very hard year this year, so it's more of a personal journey than it is work. I'm hoping to find a lateral move, but it's more about what it would do for me personally.
Yeah. Self-healing, self-nurturing, self-care. Yes, it's all of that. Alleviating pressure, but I feel as if lateral move could work, but I actually feel in the organization there can be a position that is in a sense a promotion that will seem lateral because it doesn't put you in the same spot or the same department or the same area, but I move you over, but I raise you up. So I feel like it's got a different managerial feeling to it as opposed to where you are now. And it's just a different level. It's just a different tinge to it. This will give you may view it as more pressure, but it's really not, because one thing you're very good at is being a master delegator. You're very straightforward. You're very on point with what you do. You're very loyal to the people that you work with and for. So you hold the space, and you're a good director. And then this past 9 months, you've had to really hand over the reins to many people so that things could work for you on a personal level. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Archangel Raphael is with you as well. There's some healing energy around you. Yes, we're navigating some healing. Yes?
Yes, definitely. Funny you hit on the 9 months.
Yes. No, it's not funny. That's where they take me. No, I mean, I'm like, to my world it's not funny. It's just they take us there because it feels like that's when things felt like I can't do it alone anymore. I'm going to have to ask for help. I'm going to need someone to pick up the reins. I can't do it all anymore. And that's been a flaw of yours, trying to do it all, okay? And so it took a setback to set you up for a comeback of a different way of life.
That's a nice way to put it.
Okay. And you will raise from this in perfect alignment, perfect health, and more fulfilled living.
Very nice.
You don't need your Superwoman costume anymore. And Wonder Woman has nothing on you, so don't worry about it.
I appreciate that. I just want to say I was driving along and I heard this advertisement and I called, and I'm very grateful that I did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sandra, for joining us. Glad to have you. And continue to follow the show. I am Sarah Spiritual, and you can visit my website, sarahspiritual.com, if I could be of any further service to you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you.
Bye. 888-565-1470. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's see what's going on in Atlanta. We had our Massachusetts woman. Now we're going to go to Atlanta, Georgia, see what's going on there. Miss Atlanta, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Sherry, and how can I assist you?
Well, I want to say thank you for taking my call, as always.
You're welcome.
And I did get settled in my apartment, it seems like. I feel pretty comfortable. I'm not trying to run anymore.
Really?
I don't know why, but I'm just not trying to run. But I was going to ask you is if the spirit could tell me what they see, like any thoughts on that?
Well, you're learning to trust. You're learning to trust, my dear. You're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust your spirit guides, your angels. You're learning to trust. You're learning that you don't have to do it all alone. That's what you're learning.
Thank you. I am, and I'm strange. I am. Oh, and they don't scare me. They don't scare me too much.
It's an important time
Sometimes
for you.
I get real chills. I get real cold and chills, but that's about it.
Well, you're learning that everything has a purpose. There's obstacles, some that come towards our way, and others that we inevitably are solely responsible for creating. And when we become the master of our own emotions, and we become aware of them, and we try to navigate them, things come together much easier. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know I don't ask a lot about my love life, but this guy that's a Scorpio, I forgot his birthday, but he's a Scorpio. I think it's 11/10. I'm not sure. His name is Bruno. He puts a smile on my face in a different way, not like I'm so in love kind of smile. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. A safety kind of way. Yes.
Well, I'm not trying to fall in love. If it just happens, Sarah, because my music is my passion.
Well, that's when love hits you, when you least expect it. So don't try to do anything. Just let it happen.
So you like him?
I think he's got a good energy. He's intense.
Yeah, you think we'll be around each other for a while?
I think that you have your career you're working on, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, you know me.
So just don't get ahead of yourself. Live in this moment, Sherry. And then trust that everything will fall into place, and you'll walk through the door with ease and grace, okay?
I'm not getting nervous. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got James, and he's in Fort Lauderdale. James, how are you tonight?
Fine, and you? How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, James, and how can I assist you?
I'm on my way to meet this gentleman that I did some work in January, and he's been a pretty decent person to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I did some work for him back in January, and I spent money that was put aside from my rent, and I haven't received it yet. He said things have been bad. Is that what's going on with him? I'm trying to feel him out, because it doesn't, that's not the person that I know him to be.
So, are you going to pick up money from him? Is that what your intention is?
No, I'm going to pick up a tool of mine that I left in his vehicle.
Okay.
Back in January.
Okay. Because I don't know that he has money together for you, James. Okay.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, because I don't see that.
Next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
And even then, I don't know if it'll be next week. It might be a part of it next week. So don't count.
He is going through some hard times.
He is going through some hard times, and I think he knew that originally when he said he was going to pay you. I mean, this is not something that just happened. This is there. So I feel as if
he told me things were tough, but I didn't think it would take this many months.
Well, I understand, but
that's not the person that I know him to be.
I understand.
But he did tell me something happened. Okay.
Yeah, so that's not a story, but I also see that it's going to take a little bit longer for him to get that to you. So good that you're able to get your tool. But in case you were on your way thinking you were picking up some money, I was going to be like, well, that's not happening. So
no.
Okay. But I feel as if, your good deed will not go unrewarded through the universe. So we're going to trust that something wonderful happens for you. Okay?
Yeah, he's really a good person.
Good.
Okay, my other thing is I started my exercise program.
Oh, good.
And about 2 weeks ago, for no reason at all, my right knee, the muscle that goes into the right knee, just like rock hard, and it blew up. Is there something that's really crazy that I need to go and have an orthopedic look at this, or did I just pull the muscle?
Are you working underneath the supervision of a doctor?
Not for my knee.
No,
only
but
for
the exercise.
my,
Are you doing therapy? Are you doing exercise as per your therapist?
No, but he told me that I should. I asked him, I said, well, what if the insurance company? He said, well, don't worry about that, because the whole concept nowadays is you need to exercise the entire body to strengthen after an accident.
Yes, but if the back is misaligned and the hips are misaligned and the body's not falling properly, then you can be working on muscles in the body. But if things are not lining up, then the knee is part of that hinge of support. I'm not a doctor, but
I didn't do anything to cause the knee to, that muscle to swell up and get tight.
no, I would get it.
Just happened.
I would get it checked out.
Okay, so definitely go in and have an orthopedic look at it.
Yeah, have somebody take a look at that, because if you're pushing through expecting it to get better, and if you took a particular measure now to avoid something later, that would be the better course of action. Better to know what's going on now than to get surprised later.
I've never had any problem with my knees whatsoever in my life.
Okay, but how many years have you been on the planet?
Oh, over 65.
Okay, so eventually sometimes something's got to give a little. So, give in there and let's see if we can get the old gray mare just ain't what he used to be. So let's see if we can get you back on track, all right?
Okay. Is there anything that Spirit wants me to know, or that I should...
You're plodding along nicely, building connections, working towards business. There are things, of course, hanging in the wings. We're waiting for them to fall down and happen, but come to fruition. But I feel like as these things are dangling around you, you're just kind of moving forward in a positive direction, just knowing that things will fall in the perfect time. And I see that happening for you. So we're just going to keeping on as we move forward, because it's going to all be okay. But get that knee checked out. I'm not a doctor, but it'll be really good to see what we need to do to take away some of that inflammation, all right?
Okay.
All right, James, thank you so much for listening to the show, and once again, thank you for calling.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful week.
Thank you, James. God bless you. Bye.
Yeah.
888-565-1470. I've got to go to Fort Lauderdale, and I've got Andy on the line. Andy, how are you? Hi, Andy. How are you? Oh, we lost Andy, right? Okay, so we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Sabrina, and Sabrina is in Margate. Sabrina, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sabrina, and how can I assist you?
I was just calling today to find out what Spirit sees for me and my family for 2019.
So what the first thing they make me aware of here, is there thought or an idea of a move, please, Sabrina?
No.
Okay. I see some movement coming around you. Movement of residence, job, but there's movement coming. Is there any thought of that, please?
No. My husband just started a new job.
Okay. There's movement there. So this new job just happened, because I see movement. So this just happened, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when I feel something, if it just happened, it feels as if it's happening or about to happen. So thank you for that.
Okay.
So I feel as if the past 5 months we've been treading water, just trying to tread water and stay afloat, yes?
Mm-hmm.
There's opportunity coming for you and your husband financially. And interestingly enough, was there a talk or kind of a joke like, yeah, we want to go on vacation, we want to take a trip? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
There is something coming, not yet, not now. It's not the time to do that. But when I move you forward and I take you into July, I feel like we do get a little getaway. We do get an opportunity. What's the question about family, though? Because you ask a very specific question, but it's a specific yet broad question. How can I assist you and give you guidance regarding family, family members, your personal inner family? What's the question?
Not so well. We're a family of 4, and basically, like you said, we've been treading water. And I know I'm providing for my kids, but it's hard. It's hard, and I just want to know, I know we're going to be okay. That I know, but it's just hard. I have the love of my parents. My sister and I don't have a good relationship, but it is what it is. You and I have talked about that before.
Yes.
But that's it. I mean, it's just the financial part right now.
Let that go. Let that go. And in the moment of now, Sabrina, know that all your needs and desires will come to you with ease and grace. Understand that the flow of the universe, the current within the universe, brings forth an energy that supplies everything from the universal flow. Understand that as you ask, you will receive. Trust in the knowing that everything will be okay. And don't waver, don't wobble from that experience of everything will be okay. And as we stretch things a bit much, and we go, oh my God, we're really stretching it, we're cutting it close this time, just say to yourself, there's more than this. I have abundance. I am in the flow. And don't put yourself in that fear of like, what's going to happen next, or how are we going to do this? How are we going to manage? It's all there before you. It's all coming to pass. All right, my dear? Trust that energy.
Okay.
There is something really coming together for you. And you are providing, everything is there, but I also feel as if there's some growth coming your way as well. Is there some change you're doing for yourself financially?
I just,
yes.
Again, you told me about my promotion, and it happened. You told me about my husband going to, recreate himself, and he did. He got it, because he was self-employed. He's now working with a company, and he loves it. So recently I changed managers.
Yes.
But this past 2 weeks I've been so shaky at work. Not that I'm not doing my job, but I want to do my job to my full potential.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know if there's more growth for me there, but I would love for there to be more growth. I want to eventually retire with the company that I'm working with right now.
Well, there is growth for you there. The different manager or supervisor energy, different bird, whole different bird, hashtag special. But that's okay because you know your job, you know what you're doing. And when you go to work, when you're feeling shaky because you're under a lot of pressure and it's starting to creep in your mind when you're trying to work, it's the pressure building up. Say to yourself, God's authority is the only authority acting here and now. Therefore, God's perfect activity is here. God's authority is the only authority acting here and now. Therefore, God's perfect activity is acting here. In other words, the perfection of God is acting here. And that will remind you that you're not doing this alone. That God is with you, the angels are with you, and that you're putting too much emphasis on being perfect when God's perfect activity is there. Therefore, everything is already perfect. We're created in God's perfect image, my dear.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We are. And I've learned so much from you, and I say certain things that you say, and just, it might not be exactly what you say, but I know what I know what I mean when I, say certain things, but you've taught me so much, and everything you've said to me since I started calling you a year ago has happened. It might not be that exact time, but it's happened.
Right. And I really trust the angels and God. And I really know that if we all gather together in our hearts and our souls and we realize we're not navigating this experience alone, we're all in it together, and that there's plenty for everyone. There's no competition. We're all here together. We're all learning and growing and expanding in our own gifts, in our own way, in our own time. And as we started the show with a garden that we plant seeds within, no two plants sprout at exactly the same time, but it doesn't mean that the sprout that sprouts at a different time than some of the others is going to be a lesser flower, for they're all magnificent and beautiful in their own right, and they have their own time to grow. And you are growing perfectly. Everything's lining up for you, my dear. And thank you for the feedback. I greatly appreciate that. I really do.
Thank you so much, Sarah. It's always a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, honey. God bless you.
Have a good night. God bless.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got to go to Facebook. Got to see what's going on there. And we're going to go back to the phone lines. 888-565-1470. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, live on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
In the room before I walk through the door, do you know me? Have you heard me?
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we're answering your questions here live, 888-565-1470. And we just came into the spring equinox just a little bit ago. We got to spend that time together. And so spring has sprung, and what's planted in your garden and what seeds are you going to tend to? We all have seeds of greatness. So let's go to Georgia. Georgia. We got to go to Georgia. We've got Angela on the line in Georgia. Angela, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Angela. And how can I assist you?
It's a couple of things. There's a man in my life. I've known him for over 30 years.
Mm.
And timing was never right. And now he's reached back out to me after all these years, and he wants to try to have a relationship, and I'm kind of worried.
Mm-hmm. And so you should be. When is his birthday?
April 9th, 1963.
Well, interestingly enough, he's having a come-to-Jesus moment right about now.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's on a deep soul dive. Matter of fact, you've been looking into your soul and trying to decide what your legacy is, what's the purpose of life, what's the meaning. You've been asking some serious questions. So you're both on a very intense, spiritual, reflective meaning of life. What's my purpose? Where do I go on this planet? And what's in it for me kind of feeling, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, he has some... You know, you're the girl who got away. But then
That's
again...
what he said to me.
I know, but then again, he didn't stay still very long either. So how are we going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he was dealing with a lot.
Yeah, but he's also kind of an interesting kind of guy who definitely likes to get attention, yes?
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm, yeah. We won't go player, but we'll go player.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now, here's the question. Has he retired his player's hat? That I don't know.
Yeah.
And that you have to watch because, and I don't say watch with caution. I just say take a look. See what he shows you. Because if you don't connect with him, he's back for a reason. Sometimes as people, we are brought together for reasons that we think we know, right? Oh, I think I know that we're supposed to be together because there's a romantic connection. But the universe has other reasons why they bring us together. And sometimes it's to finish up some unfinished business on a soul level.
Yeah.
So it's not for you necessarily to run. It's for you to just sit there and go, okay, show me what you got. Let's see.
That's pretty much what I told him.
Good. Well, I must have been eavesdropping. I spy with my Sarah spiritual eye. I must have been right there, Angela. But
Yeah.
let's see what he brings to the table. And I'm not talking about material things. I am talking about his heart, his soul, his authenticity, his ability to be vulnerable and intimate. This is what we're looking for in fulfilled living in partnership, yes?
Yes.
I believe that he has good intentions. Can he
So do
live
I.
up to his intentions? Has he navigated and governed his thoughts and emotions enough that he is the keeper of his thoughts, his feelings, and his actions now? And he's accepting responsibility for who he is? That only time will tell you, my dear.
True. I agree with that.
But we give him a gold star for now. We give him a gold star. He can move forward.
And he's putting forth a lot of effort.
But it's when we don't have to prove anything and the initial show is done. What does he do behind scenes?
Exactly.
This is what we're going to look for. You know, once the Broadway show is over, a whole lot of cleanup we got to do. So, okay, sit front row seat, get some popcorn, watch the show. As we say here on our Spiritually Speaking with Sarah show, we go, watch the show, get some popcorn.
Right.
It's going to be a really good show, right? We're going to see what's going to happen. And then let's see. Because if you do not, I know this from Spirit, you will always wonder what if.
That exactly.
And you haven't had the best luck in these relationships you've had either. So not exactly like you got the best track record going on.
No, I don't.
So is he another version of an emotionally unattached being that you've attracted again? Or is he someone who has evolved and he's willing to admit his flaws and work with you together as a couple to be the best possible union the two of you can be?
Because I know he told me that some of the issues that he had, he was dealing with them and having them addressed. He was talking to somebody. So that shows me a little, okay, well, he's trying to do something.
Yes, but he also has abandonment issues from when he was little.
Yes.
I know that. I see that.
Yes.
So he's healing that energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's difficult for him. But thank you so much for calling and connecting with us. Is this your first time calling, or you've called before?
Yes, this is my first time calling. I was referred to you by somebody else who talks to you.
Great. Well, thank you, Angela. And if you'd like some further guidance regarding this, I do phone readings, Skype readings. I would love to connect with you, and you've got some things you want to heal within you, and I'd love the opportunity to kind of take a look into that and see what, well, maybe hindering your moving forward in this relationship. You know, it can't all be about him.
Yeah, I know I have some issues. But I'm going to be in Miami May 1st through 6th if everything goes the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to call and set up a reading with you. So.
Okay, perfect. Come on up to West Palm Beach, take a ride, and I'd love to see you.
That's where I'm from. I'm from Miami.
Great. Well, then come on down, and I look forward to that. Just know if you have a particular window of time that you think will work for you. We do book weeks in advance, so once you kind of get your bearings all set, reserve your spot so that you have the perfect time for you, so that I'm there waiting for you.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you, Angela. Bye.
Bless you too. Bye.
888-565-1470. I think we've got Andy back on the line. Andy in Fort Lauderdale, how are you?
Oh, good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad we were able to connect. I think we tried to get you before, we kind of lost you.
Yeah, you lost me. I got so excited, and I put the phone down, and I went to grab it again, and it was like, oh, my gosh, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, so you hung up on Sarah Spiritual? Oh, boy. All right. Don't hang up on me again. No.
No, I promise.
All right.
I'm all yours.
Great. Andy, how can I assist you tonight?
Well, I just came across your show. I do have a very long commute to work, so I was just wondering, it was enlightening to see, a show like this that was on the radio. So I was just wondering to see, what do you see, in general for me, particularly career.
Okay, we'll definitely tap into that. We'll tap in. Let me just take a look here.
Okay.
First of all, expansion is the name of the game for you this year, but expansion in your roots, digging down deeper roots, deeper connections. You navigate projects, work on projects. Is that something you do? Because I feel you're with a lot of people. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And when I place you in that energy, I also feel as if there's a lot of spiritual connections with you, and you work directly with angels, guides, something. You're working with them. You're talking to them. You're aware of them. There's a spiritual connection with you and your spirit guides. Yes? You're aware of that as well? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also being given here that you have a magnificent opportunity coming for you, almost like there's a recognition. It's like a check mark, like, yes, you completed something. Is there something that you're handling at that work environment that is almost like a flagship, a flagstone, something important that you're working on, that if we pull this all together, it's a good, they go feather in your cap. Does that make sense to you?
I think that's where I've been disappointed.
Okay.
I thought that was coming. Maybe there was a delay in that. So that's where some of my hesitation has been, saying there's no opportunity for advancement,
Well,
and my thoughts of moving on somewhere else.
Well, remember this. You still have to your credit that you accomplished the following. So whether they honor it there or you go somewhere else, I still see you've got a feather in your cap. So whatever you just completed in this recent past 6 months is something that is of importance and to be noted. This is also true, yes?
Yes, I agree.
But I also feel like you are a great consultant. Like, I feel as if the way you eventually morph, you may go to someone else first, but I feel like you would make a great consultant. You would be great doing it. I did it my way. Doing it your way, right?
Okay.
There's a great balance that comes for you. Rest is very important. You have not spent enough time in the self-care area, so your rest is a little disruptive for me. I don't feel like you're sleeping right at night either. Is that true?
Correct.
Okay. We need to get a bit more rest. How can I assist you today?
I think that, you've hit at some some things that were pretty accurate. I guess the biggest thing was just the career, and that, you know, I feel that, you know, should I make that move? I'm looking. I do work for, you know, a really good company, so part of me is sort of that on the fence, right? But back to your spirit, some of my spirit guides are saying, yes, move, do it, and my logical side is saying,
Okay. So I'm going to give you a timeline here, and because they're spinning, so they're spinning the Wheel of Fortune. So when they spin the Wheel of Fortune, that lets me know that we have a little bit of time coming. So when I take you into the month of June, July, October. So notice they skipped August and September. So there's an opening in June, an opening in July, and an opening in October. Energetically, that it's like the portal's open, go ahead and jump. So something may come of that. Recruiter, headhunter, float out, see what comes back. Remember, you're in the perfect position. You're doing the choosing, yes? You're doing the choosing. We're also wanting to make you aware that next year, and this is part of the reason why you're questioning where you are, questioning what's next for you, and looking for more reward, is that the meaning of life, the purpose of life, the power of who you are, the authenticity of who you are, the soul of who you are is really starting to pulsate grandly within for you to recognize. And next year will be a very deep spiritual dive of tapping into your spirit, being deeper in that energy, and really emerging in a much more spiritual way, more intense way. So there's an intensity of spiritual connection, understanding legacy, purpose, mission, and meaning of life for you specifically, and your impact to the world. You're looking for some of those answers, however small or great it may be. In measurable terms, it's still your aspect of self that comes to bring a gift to the world. And this will be part of your recognizing in this 2020 time. So it's a time of a lot of shifts underneath the surface that will lead you to something ultimately rewarding in the end of the story. Okay.
Oh, very, very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you for tuning in.
I also had a question for my son as well, because I think he's sort of in that same realm. What do you see for him?
Well, we have to go to commercial at this moment, so I cannot touch upon that, but I do hope you continue to follow the show on WWNN. You can visit my webpage, sarahspiritual.com. This is our 478th live show, and we're coming up on 10 years of national radio. So welcome, Andy, to our family.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sarah.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines and see what's going on YouTube and Facebook. Stay with us. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation. And I'm answering your questions at 888-565-1470. But I've got to go to Facebook. Let's see what's going on in Facebook. We got quite the action. They say we got a lot of pages of questions for me to answer. Tara Saxon, thank you for your question. She says she saw me in the past when her mom had passed away, and I helped her. So I'm so glad I was able to help you during your loss. She's wondering if the spirits see happiness in her future, and she feels like she's in limbo. Yes, Tara, I do feel like things are feeling a little stagnant and stuck for you at this time. And when I spin you out into the energy, I'm made aware, Tara, that you're going to be in this energy of feeling a little stuck and stagnant until we come out of the month of April. Then I see a new direction, a new attitude, a new inspiration coming for you. Tara, I know that the limbo is uncomfortable because things you've wanted and things you wanted to create in your life seem to have not come to the forefront yet. I also feel that there's a very strong presence of your mother around you at this time, making me feel as if there's something connected with birthday anniversary to her that is making me aware of her presence. There's something close to the both of you that is symbolic of this time. When I look at this, Tara, please understand that when April 30th comes, it's not like that day, but as the energy begins to open and lift, something is going to open up for you so that a new idea will move you into a new direction. Work, everything seems stagnant. Just hang on a little longer. Hang on, baby, hang on. Good things are coming. Just stay still. Be in gratitude and don't notice that things aren't moving. Focus on the energy of what it feels like to be exactly where you want to be. Thank you so much, Tara. So glad I was able to help you in the past. God bless you. Who else do we have? We've got Juan Morin. Please say something positive to me. Well, Juan Marin, let me give you this energy here. The first thing I see is that for you, this is a year where you have to set your intention and put the energy in place of what you want to do. I feel as if some of the plans that you've made over the past 2 years seem to have fallen by the wayside, kind of never really got off the ground. You're feeling as if, well, kind of like a failure is the energy that they give me. Juan Marin, what I say here is that there is a shift coming for you that is going to allow you to move forward in the next 5 months. That gives you an opportunity to create more abundance and a better foundation or platform, they tell me, for yourself. So thank you, Juan Marin. I'm going to tell you something positive. It's going to change. Give it a little bit more time and set the intention on what you desire life to be, and things will begin to move in that direction. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here? Mona Stallion. Okay, here we go. Will I reunite with my son, Billy? You know, Mona, I feel as if there's a disconnect, and they give me the number 5. So this disconnect between you and your son seems to be as if it's been a period of time that we've been disconnected. I do feel a reuniting of the both of you, but I feel as if it's going to take a bit longer. I feel like there's some hurt feelings on both parts that need to be mended. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We will see that happening sometime in this calendar year. You're both navigating changes within yourself. Will help you both have an aha moment and the energy of about forgiveness. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Boynton Beach. I've got Raquel on the line. Raquel, how are you tonight?
Oh, hi, Sarah. I'm doing well. So happy to connect with you again.
Oh, so glad to connect with you, my dear. How can I assist you?
All right. I just have probably so many questions, but I guess one of my main questions is that there is a transaction that needs to be done in the next couple of months, and it's not here. It's
overseas, yes?
Down in South, yes, correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
everything
I'm just
seems
hoping.
really tied up around that energy, Raquel. It feels like it's very cumbersome, yes? Almost like there's some checks and balances and blocks in getting it done. Is that correct?
Correct,
okay.
Yes.
As I see that energy, I know that there's also something that's not been handled right or something that's missing to complete this transaction. I don't know if it's a document or an original paper. So I feel like things are kind of stuck there, yes? So we've got to reach out and get to the person that might be able to get that for us since you're not physically there, because we want to wrap this up. We need to wrap this up. I feel as if the intention is for you to have it wrapped up by July, but I kind of push you out a little bit more. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's how they show it to me, all right?
Okay, well, I guess I have to make other arrangements for it's just so many things going on in my life, but
I understand.
At this point, I'm
just trust.
Hoping.
We're not in the land of hoping, yes? We're in the land of creating. So as we move forward, as we create the energy, trust that something good is going to come for you. It's interesting because I feel as if the document that's not quite in order, someone can help you get that in order or get that to whoever needs it. I feel like there's a piece missing.
It's been put on hold for 2 years.
Okay.
And I finally this week got a hold of, I think, the right person.
Okay.
So, but it's been so many delays, and I'm kind of depending of that transaction to do other things here.
Okay.
Because I'm going to school, and I'm only working, I need to only work part-time.
Right.
Well, I'm going to school, so I kind of depend on what goes on.
I understand. But have a backup plan, because that will come, but something that's taken 2 years and is so cumbersome and just laborious, it's like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? Don't put all your weight in that one, okay? Because it's just going to be too much stress for you. And then how are you going to concentrate? You can't concentrate in school with that. So just find another way to shift the energy so that you have something more for yourself. All right.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Raquel, for calling. I'm so appreciative of your phone call and calling into us. Thank you. God bless you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. Let's see who we have on Facebook. We have Jamie says, hello, everyone. So let's see who else we have here live on Facebook. Zahara. Zahara says dealing with some lower back pain. Can I tell you anything? You know, Zahara, I'm not a doctor, but I also feel as if we're kind of blocked in the energy in the lower part of the body. So that when I scan the chakras, the lower chakra, the root chakra, is very much blocked. So perhaps you can go to an orthopedic doctor to take x-rays to be sure that we are okay in that area and that we don't have to do anything medically. But I feel energetically, if you can go to someone who is an energy healer, that this will give you better flow in the spine area and alleviate some of the inflammation. And it's actually like a congested clump of energy that I see there that is really not moving. So take that advice and move forward and see if someone who is an energy worker, I don't know where you live, Zahara, but if you'd like to come to the Expedito Enlightenment Center, we have crystal healing bed, we have reflexology, I do energetic rejuvenation. So we have so many different things that we are aware of can assist the human body in the healing process. So I would love, Zahara, to meet you. If not, find an energetic healer who can assist you in moving some of that energy, and I believe you will take away some of that discomfort. Check with your medical professional. Thank you so much. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Maureen, and Maureen is in Miami. Maureen, happy birthday.
Thank you.
1 day away, so happy birthday to you. How exciting.
Actually, not so long. I mean, I was born at 12
6:03 a.m.
Ah, well, we're almost, so we're counting up, yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So my question is, I've lived a half a century. Now I want to know what the next half a century is there for me, waiting.
And now the end is near, and so my friends, I face the final curtain, right? Well, you got your half a century, we're closing out a century and beginning a whole new one. I don't mean to end the end, you know, it's just like we're closing out a chapter in life. And for you, you know, it hasn't been all bad now after all, has it?
Nah.
Not bad at all.
It really hasn't.
You've had pretty blessed experiences, even the parts that were disappointing, relationship area, connections with some people, misalignment with some work, whatever bumps in the road you've navigated that I see here really didn't leave you out of sorts or wanting in the end of the story. This is true, yes?
Very true, yes.
You've become a master manifester.
I've been a little blessed.
You're very blessed, very, very blessed.
Thank you.
And the way I see it is that this creates an opportunity for you. This next few years are going to give you this wonderful opportunity to have a whole new beginning. 2020 is a fresh start of a cycle for you. This year we're closing out old chapters, so it's perfect. We're closing out old chapters, things that no longer serve you, friends that are not in alignment with you. You've grown so much in the past 3 years, no one can keep up with you, honey.
Yay! I know I have. I really have.
Spiritually, you've grown tremendously. Energetically, you've grown. Financially, we've been building in that area. And there's a business or something that you're working on, something that you're putting together for the future?
I'm always working on businesses. Yeah.
Okay, good. So
yes,
I see
correct.
I see a new business, something new coming for you. So it's time to blast off, my dear, and you're going to do it your way, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy birthday, Maureen. Is this your first time calling the show?
It is. It's my first time.
Well, we welcome you, honey. God bless you, and stay in touch with us.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone who's called tonight. Thank you, everyone on YouTube, everyone on Facebook. Thank you so very much for joining us here for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation. We are so connected here, and I look forward to hearing from you personally. You can visit my website, sarahspiritual.com. Let's connect on a one-on-one basis and navigate life and see what the angels and the spirit guides have for you. As always, it's an honor to be of service. 478 live shows with all of you. So thank you. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Help me hold the hand.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management,